Welcome to the Sowing Hope podcast. This is a show all about implanting hope in our hearts. I'm Bill Snyder, joined by my friend Ann DeSantis. We're glad you're here for our uplifting conversation about faith and how it sustains our hearts through all the seasons of life. Thanks for walking with us. And hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sowing Hope podcast. I am Bill Snyder. It's great to be with you, and as you can see, I'm joined by my co-host, Ann DeSantis, and we are going to be doing ministry updates today, Ann. I'm excited to be back with you on the air and be sharing with our listeners and followers and viewers all about what we're doing, both with the Patchwork Art Ministry and the St. Raymond and Otis Foundation. Of course, we'll toss in there our good friends at Fiat Ministry Network as well.
That's right. It's always great to be here on Sowing Hope with you, Bill. You know, I still can't believe that this is like our third season on the Sowing Hope podcast. We're on episode like 200 and something. Bill, you would know what it is, but it's somewhere in the 200s. So it's just amazing how this podcast has really continued on the journey of interviewing wonderful people and also doing things just like this, where Bill and I come together with updates, and we've even done a bunch of series. We did a parenting series. We did a series on the Synod. We've done a lot of other things. So if you haven't checked out our podcast before, other podcasts, I would just say, please do go to patchworkheartradio.org, where you can see all of our podcasts, and also on YouTube at Patchwork Heart Ministry. And so, Bill, I know that we're going to talk about what's going on with both of our ministries. I was thinking maybe we could just start out with your wonderful documentary, which is Who Do You Say I Am, that you are doing with Fiat Ministry Network. Let's talk about that. Now, you and I did that whole podcast already where we expanded. So I want to make that invitation to the audience to go to our YouTube channel at Patchwork Heart Ministry and watch that full episode where Bill goes into a lot of detail. But give us some of the updates, and for people who don't know about it, tell us exactly what it is.
Yeah, so Who Do You Say I Am is a documentary all about the Shroud of Turin. And our good friends at Fiat Ministry Network, Kent Kahalski, and I have been producing this documentary for over a year now. And we are really excited because it's coming to the time where it's going to be available to the public. There's so much behind the scenes work. As you can imagine, when you're putting a film together. This film's just under an hour. It's about 54 minutes long. And this film really goes into depth on the shroud and what it is, and poses the question to you as viewers: who do you say I am? Do you say that the man of the shroud is Jesus or not? And we have a wonderful, wonderful package for parishes, for groups, for organizations to access the film and show it to a large group of people, and then have a discussion afterward. I have to mention our friend William Hemsworth, who authored a beautiful companion guide to the film. So he watched the film and then came up with some wonderful discussion questions for parishes and for organizations to be able to have a discussion. You know, I envision this film really being a turnkey event for you at the Lenten season, the Easter season, Divine Mercy Sunday, whatever it is, just to sit down with the members of your parish and have a discussion about, is Jesus really risen? Has Jesus really risen from the dead? And if so, what does that mean for you? And that's really what this film does. It goes into the science, but it's also from the perspective of faith. We're blending the faith of the church, but also the science. So these two go hand in hand, and when you blend them together, you get a beautiful tapestry of what God has done in this Shroud of Turin. So it's, quite literally a piece of cloth, and it's a beautiful, beautiful exploration of that. So we encourage you to find out about it. I also want to mention here as well to you that you can see it on CMAX TV. CMAX is going to be carrying it beginning Ash Wednesday. So if you're like, I can't wait, I need to have it now kind of deal, please don't wait for your parish to have an event. I can easily subscribe to CMAX right now. You can subscribe at the patchworkheart.cmax.tv. You subscribe right there, and you're going to get access to the entire library of CMAX. It's like a Catholic Netflix. It's amazing, all the different programming they have. And then we will be added, that film will be added on Ash Wednesday, February 22nd, 2023 is when you can expect to see it on CMAX TV. We're also hopefully going to be submitting it to Amazon Prime so that our people who use Amazon Prime Video will be able to watch it. But again, we don't know if Amazon will pick it up. We haven't yet submitted the film to them, so we'll see if they allow us to be permitted on their platform, and if so, you'll be able to get it there as well. But we just want to encourage you to help bring the film to your home, help bring the film to your parish. If you are a pastor, you're watching this, if you're working at a diocese or whatever, please prayerfully consider reaching out to us. Very, very simply, shroudfilm@patchworkheart.org, and we will get back to you on how you can bring it to your parish. How you can bring it to your organization. So that's our big project, and that's what we've really been working on for the past year. And I'm excited. I can't wait to bring it out to everybody.
Yes, and I can't wait to see it really unfold to the general public and Catholic communities and dioceses and archdioceses. And I'm hoping that this podcast and the other one that we did really gets out there so that people can learn, because Bill and Kent, Patchwork Heart Ministry, Fiat Ministry Network, they came together to do this, to evangelize, because that's really what the heart of it is, of the Shroud of Turin. And it's just a very well done film. I've seen it myself, extremely excited about it. To learn more, all you need to do is to go to patchworkheart.org. Bill has a beautiful new updated website too. And you'll see that right on the homepage where to go to learn more about it. So keep an eye, share it with your friends, share it with your pastor, and let people know, because I really do believe that this is the year for this documentary. So it's going to be exciting. Now, another really exciting thing that Bill and I are doing, and Fiat Ministry Network, is the Marian Summit. Now, we did a Eucharistic Summit back in December, and it was an extremely successful endeavor of all three of our ministries. And so this summit, as you can see from the name, is all about the Blessed Mother. And it's going to be in May. I believe the dates are May 16th, 17th, and 18th, but I'm going to double check those dates by the end of the show just to make sure I'm giving you the correct dates. Now, it is a pre-recorded event, so it's not something that if you miss it, that it's okay, because you will be able to watch it later, but you do need to register. That's the most important thing. Now, I don't have the registration up yet, but I would ask you to please do keep an eye in the coming week or so on nonatus.org. There's going to be a Marian Summit page. It will also be on the front page of our website. So, Bill, let's talk about that. I mean, I think our Eucharistic Summit went so well. We just decided that this topic of the Blessed Mother and doing a summit for her in May is just the perfect time, isn't it?
It really is. And I'll tell you, Anne, we ended up both wearing blue today, so we must be ready to talk about the Marian
right.
Summit.
Look at that.
It was like, wow, we don't coordinate our outfits, folks. We really don't. We live in two totally different states, about 1,200 miles away from one another. So it's not 800 miles away. So no, we didn't coordinate our outfits today. So the Holy Spirit did, though, because I think first of all, the amazing summit that was the Eucharistic Summit was beautiful. I mean, we had over 2,000 views on our YouTube channel watching the summit with over 3 days. Like, it was just this amazing outpouring of viewership that hit the Patchwork Heart Ministry YouTube channel. And again, you can continue to see the videos there. There's 21 videos. We release 7 every day, and we're hoping to do the exact same thing on the Marion Summit as well, so that it's available for free forever. You can watch these over and over again. You can share them as part of your catechetical courses. I mean, it's completely free. Whatever you want to do with these videos, it's up to you know. It's completely fine. But what I'm excited about though for the Marion Summit is that we have the opportunity to really delve into the topic of the Catholic faith, right? Like, I mean, the Eucharist is the source and the summit, but Ann and I were talking on the phone the other day, like Mary is such a big deal in our faith. You know, the Eucharist is a big deal in our faith, and Mary is a big deal in our faith. And so being able to explore the many aspects of her life, I mean, think about all we know from Scripture, all that we know from tradition, and then all that we know from many Marian apparitions, right? Like when I think about this, there are so many different avenues that we can go down to talk about the Blessed Virgin Mary and how she is, really our mother as well, right? I mean, it's such a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful topic to delve into, and I can't wait, Ann. I really can't wait to produce it. So give us some of your thoughts.
Yeah, I can't wait either. And like Bill said, you can still watch the other summit that we did, the Eucharistic Summit. I've been the executive director or slash director for the foundation I represent since 2018. So this is my 5-year anniversary. And we've done a lot of great things over the years. We've done retreats. We have done so many online presentations, podcasts. We do free pastoral counseling and pastoral care. But I would say that by far that this Eucharistic Summit was the thing that gathered the most people since we've been in existence. Never have we gathered. I think we had like almost 300 people register for it. And I think that's pretty good for something online. And as Bill said, over 2,000 views in a few days. We were just so thrilled with that. Not that it's about how many views you get, but it's about evangelizing, right? It's about teaching people about the beauty of the Holy Eucharist. And now we're doing the same thing with the Blessed Mother. We decided to bring together awesome Catholic speakers, and a lot of those same speakers are going to be coming back again. And so please do keep an eye, like I said, on our website at nonatus.org. There's going to be a registration link just within the next few days or so, and you'll be able to get signed up for that. But make sure it's not something that you can just watch without being prepared. You do need to register so we can send you those links to watch it. So thank you so much. Bill, I didn't know if there was anything else that you wanted to share that's going on with Patchwork Heart, because I know you also have so much going on as well.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I mentioned the documentary. That was a lot there. Obviously with that's really our chief project. But I just want to encourage people to help support us. Because if you support the film, we have also some really great bonus features, behind the scenes stuff. I mean, and tons of just bonus footage. I mean, we have 5 hours of filming with these guys. So if you go over to buymeacoffee.com/patchworkheart, you will be able to support us on that platform. I think it's $10 a month, and you'll get access to all of that stuff. You'll get access to just the behind the scenes footage that we're going to upload there, but also right now I think we've made the first 4 minutes and 30 seconds of the film available to everybody, but you can't see it right now unless you become a subscriber. So there's going to be a lot more as we go finish up the production. We'll have all that raw footage and interviews and back and forth stuff up there as well. So there's a lot there, and know that it'll help support this film. It'll help us get it out to more and more people, because we want to be able to host events at parishes and stuff like that. But in addition to that, you're going to also help us fund future projects. And I'll just give you a teaser that what we're looking to do on our next film is do something on Our Lady of Guadalupe. And that is another huge topic. We're talking about the Marion Summit, but as well. But that is another huge, beautiful project that we would love to explore. And beyond that, we'll also maybe have one on the Bethlehem Star, which could be a cool project as well. So those two are in the works. We need your support though. So literally buy us a cup of coffee or a couple cups of coffee, $10 a month, will help us just keep doing more to support young people, to support all people in their quest for a closer walk with the Lord. But I mean, that's really kind of the biggest thing going on at our ministry. But of course, we want to do more speaking engagements. We want to get out to parishes. We want to do more of this, right? And we can do so much more podcasting and filming and short videos and documentaries and a bunch of other stuff. Like we have visions for doing parish missions and amazing stuff, but we got to have support for it. And if we don't have support, we can't do it. So folks, just head over to buymeacoffee.com/patchworkheart and support us over there. And I think you're going to see some really great things come out of our ministry, including this documentary that is most pressing underneath of us. But I'd love for you to share too, Anne, a little bit about what St. Raymond Nonatus is doing, and of course all the things that continually happen through that foundation. I mean, there's so many great services that you provide to people, struggling families in crisis, and of course divorced and separated Catholics. So just share with us a little bit about the many services that the St. Raymond Nonatus Foundation provides as well.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Bill. Yeah, we have ongoing projects that are on our website all the time. I've talked about it on other podcasts, but it's always good to repeat it, right? We call them the 4 Ps. So we offer prayer, priestly consultations, podcasts and videos, and programs and events. So I'll start with prayer. Prayer is something that is backed up by an entire religious order. So when you send us a confidential prayer request on our website at nonatus.org, that goes to me, who sends it off to some of those Mercedarian friars who will pray about your, whatever it is, your intention. And they'll take it very seriously and confidentially too. Now, when I say programs and events, we do both online and in-person events. And so we've been doing a lot more in-person. In fact, this year we did several retreats. We worked with the St. Rita Shrine in South Philadelphia this past year and did a couple retreats for families in crisis. In fact, we have another in-person retreat that's going to be coming up on March 11th at the National Shrine of St. Rita. Now, that date is tentative, but it's like 99%. And the retreat is geared for those who have been affected by depression and anxiety. So keep an eye on our website. And it is, as I said, it is an in-person event. So you do have to be kind of at least accessible to the Philadelphia area on March 11th. That is a Saturday. So more to come there. Another thing that we're doing, which is another in-person endeavor, but it will start out as an online one, is that we are going to offer free divorce support for Catholics, those who are affected by divorce and separation. But it will be in the South Jersey area. That's southern New Jersey, Cherry Hill, and Haddonfield, New Jersey. One of our board members, Colleen Bridget Fitzpatrick, is a licensed social worker that works out of Haddonfield. And she's going to be leading this group with the help of us, the support of the foundation. So to sign up for that, there's going to be a free online introduction on Zoom on Friday, February 17th at noon. That is already on our website. Just go to nonatus.org and go to For the Divorced. You'll see a little page there specifically for the Haddonfield Cherry Hill free Zoom event, which will lead to a monthly in-person event every single month in Cherry Hill, Haddonfield for those affected by divorce. So keep an eye. We always have new things going on in the foundation, and we collaborate with other nonprofits. I mean, here we are with our favorite, not one of our favorite, I should say, nonprofits, Patchwork Heart Ministry, where we do the Sowing Hope podcast, where we do so much together. And we're so grateful to Bill Snyder for producing our monthly podcasts that we do. We do the one for divorce and separated, and we do another for families in crisis. Our YouTube channel is called Philly Nonatus, so be sure to subscribe. But we're certainly grateful because Patchwork Heart Ministry produces our beautiful podcast with our hosts, who are Mickey Kelly, our board president, and also myself. So, Bill, I just want to thank you too for all your help because you're a devoted board member with the foundation. It means so much to us.
Oh, and no problem. And it's a great way to serve the church, and so I'm honored to be able to do it and be able to create great media. I mean, that's something that I think our culture needs. Our culture needs to have great media, great Catholic media out there, and addressing real problems, right? Like, I just think that there's so much junk out there, and it's junk. I mean, how many channels do you have on your TV? Thousands. I mean, it goes up to like 2,000 channels, with all these music channels and all this stuff. You don't watch. I mean, how many people watch every one of those channels? So we're inundated with just junk all the time, whether it's news or it's just crappy primetime TV. These Netflix series that are just disgusting and everything. So how do we, as Catholics, put out great media? Well, it's people like the St. Mary Nonatus Foundation that are committed to doing, work for those who are, marginalized against, all odds sometimes. And so I just think we have to keep putting it out there, keep helping people realize that there's more to life. And so I thank you for, producing it and coming up with it every month, because you're affecting lives, really, for the better.
That means so much to hear because really what it's about is people, isn't it? It's about helping people. It's about our faith. It's about evangelizing. And it's about helping to make this world a better place. And I said this so many times before that I really do think that through our mission, the mission that we've been given by Christ in the church as baptized Catholics, we can help to make the world a better place. But we have to do it together. We need each other. That's why ministries that work in the same field, like Bill and I, like Fiat Ministry Network, when we work together, we're stronger because we support one another's mission and we can help more people. And so I really believe that's what it's all about. Bill, thanks so much for a great podcast today.
Oh, thank you, Ann. As always, it's awesome to be with you, and I really appreciate all that you do. And please visit our websites, folks. I'll just say that as we wrap up here today. Please visit our websites, nonatus.org and patchworkheart.org. And there's so much more there, right? I mean, we can talk for 25 minutes on a podcast, and we can go, "Oh, this is great!" Let's talk about some ministry updates, and we can share with enthusiasm. But we can't share it all. We'd be here for 3 hours sharing with you, and that would just be too long to listen to us. So we really do encourage you to head over to our websites and follow, friend, and like us on all the social media channels. But Ann, thank you as always. It's great to be with you.
You too.
Absolutely. Well, folks, until next time, from all of us here at Patchwork Art Ministry, Fiat Ministry Network, and the St. Raymond Nonatus Foundation, may God bless you and keep beating to those Catholic hearts.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Sowing Hope on Patchwork Heart Radio. For more information about this podcast and our ministries, visit our websites, patchworkheart.org and andesantis.com. You can also follow and interact with us on Twitter at PWH Ministry or Andy Santis 2.